Let's take a look number 1a. I will rewrite it so that it will be clear. Okay, let's take a look this one. So we have the general form of if we have y equals a x to the power of n. So what we do toward the first derivative or dy over dx is a times with the exponent here, and then now the exponent of x is reduced by 1. So meaning that it becomes n minus 1. Okay, so let's take a look here. We have the first derivative of y. Yeah, so this will be 2/3 times 3 from here, and now this exponent become 2. And then again minus 5 over 2, and then times with 2 from here,
X
and x to the 1.
plus 3.
And then plus 3, here is x to the 1, right? So like times 1, and then x to the 0. Yeah, x to the 0 meaning that, yeah, it's equal to 1. So it's nothing. And then this will be 1, right? Sorry. I can say that this one is x to the 0, right? So this will be negative 1 times 0, and then it's just gone, right? Everything is just gone because times by 0. So it is just 0. Okay? So the derivative of just constant will be just 0. Just to recap this one, I will simplify this to be 2x squared minus 5x plus 3. And then we continue with the second derivative. This is the symbol. So d square y over dx square. Or simply saying this one is y prime, this one is y double prime. The same thing. So here we have 2 times 2 x to the power of 1. And then minus 5 times 1 and x to the power of 0, meaning that there is no x. And then this one will be plus by 0, nothing. So no need to write. So to simplify this, this will be 4x minus 5. I think this part is still easy. Okay, let's continue with b. 1b we have y equals minus. Okay, I will refine this form. This will be minus x to the minus 1 plus half times x to the negative 2, and then minus x to the negative 3, and then plus 2 times x to the negative 4. So this is what I have in my mind, like in my brain when I process this thing. So I differentiate between the coefficient, the x, and also the exponent. Okay, so that it apparently show here, oh, they are different. Like I just put it here in front, and then just decrease the exponent, and it's become easier. So then the dy over dx will be negative 1 times another negative 1 from here, and this will be x negative 2 decreased by 1 plus half times negative 2 x to the negative 3, and then here is negative 1 is the coefficient, negative 1 times negative 3 x to the negative 2. Well, this one become plus 2 times negative 4 x to the negative 5. Sorry, this will be negative 4. Oops. So to simplify, this will be just x to the negative 2, and then this becomes negative 1, right? Or just negative x to the negative 3, and then this will be positive 3. Is it correct? Positive 3 x to the negative 4. Well, this one becomes negative 8 x to the negative 5. And for the second derivative, you do the same thing. This will be negative 2 x negative 3. And then you have negative here of negative 3 x to the negative 4 plus 3 times negative 4 x to the negative 5. And then minus 8 times negative 5 x to the negative 6. So to simplify this, this will be negative 2, sorry, x to the negative 3, and then positive 3 x to the negative 4 minus 12 x to the negative 5, and positive 40 x to the negative 6. So far so good? Let's continue with 1C. Ya. Gak usah dia apa? Gak usah, dia mintanya cuman sampai kedua.
Bukan, maksudnya kan x minus 2 itu kan sama dengan 1 per x per 2. Maksudnya gak usah diganti sama.
Oh, karena dia nggak minta dalam positif indeks, ya nggak masalah. Ya, nggak masalah. Sam tanyanya gini ya. We also can change it to be negative 2 over x cubed plus 3 over x4 negative 12 over x5 plus 40 over x6. It's also okay. Yeah, can do both. For 1C, it's a bit complex because you have square root here. So y equal to 6x to the 2 times square root of x. Square root of x is x to the half. Minus by 2, and then still have times with another, times with another root 2, right? And times with another root x. And root x is x to the half. Okay. Yes. So then I have to simplify this to be 6x to the 5 over 2 minus 2 root 2 x to the half. So then the first derivative will be the same way, 6 times 5 over 2 x, and then this will be 3 over 2 minus 2 root 2 times half times x to the negative half. To simplify, this will be 15x 3 over 2 minus root 2 x to the negative half. So this, the next thing is the second derivative. So this will be 15 times 3 over 2 x to the half minus root 2 times negative half x to the negative 3 over 2. So then this will be 45 over 2 x to the half, and then positive root 2 over 2 x to the negative 3 over 2. Now we have chain rule. Yeah. For example, like number A, you have y equals root 4x minus 1. Or I can just write it as 4x minus 1 to the power of half. Okay? Definitely we cannot do this. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let another variable, which is u, equivalent to 4x minus 1. And then let's find the du respect to x is equivalent to 4. Right? And the derivative of u, turunannya u kan ya 4 times 1 gitu kan, x to the 0. So it's just simply 4. And then our question becomes y equals u to the power of half. So then from here we can find the derivative of y with respect to u, right? dy over du equals to half times u to the power of negative half. Okay, so this will be half u to the negative half. But the thing is, the question is y prime. Y prime is the derivative of y with respect to x. But what we have now is just dy over du, right? So we have to times it with du over dx, so that it seems like we cancel the du and it becomes dy over dx. So because the question is dy over dx, so we do so-called chain rule. Yeah, so we do this first and then times with another change which is du over dx. dy over du is half u to the negative half times du over dx is 4, or I just write it with different color. So then it's become 2 u negative half, but we have to change the u because in the question we don't have u, right? The u actually is 4x minus 1 to the negative half. So this will be the answer. Yeah, the substitution, yeah. But later on, I don't want you to do it like this. Yeah, you just directly do from here to be this, or to be this. How to do? Yeah, how to do? Firstly, y equals, we're gonna see this as 4x minus 1 to the half, right? Definitely we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna close this. We assume that this one is x, right? So I give red shading here. So that you can see this as x to the half, right? But in fact it is not x, right? So I will erase this. Okay, we're gonna do y prime. Y prime is just simply half times our x, right? Our x. Ya, kalau nggak kelamaan nanti. Our x to the negative half. But because this one is not x, so what you do, you times it with the derivative of the red one. 4. Integral 4. So then it just become 2 times 4x minus 1 to the negative half. Okay, let's take a look to B. Yeah. So in 2b we have y equals 2x to the 3 minus 5 over by x to the 3 plus 3. Sorry, this one is... Okay, so when you see this, you have to recall so-called quotient rule. Yeah, we have so-called quotient rule. For quotient rule, if you have y equals u over v, right? Then the y prime will be u prime v minus u v prime over by v squared. Yeah, okay. Or for example, you have another multiplication. If it is multiplication, so y equal to, let's say, u times v. So y prime equals u prime v plus u v prime. So when you compare between quotient rule and the multiplication rule, yeah, actually they are quite similar. The difference only the sign. This one is negative, while this one is positive. And for quotient rule, you have denominator, while multiplication you don't have denominator. Okay? When we gonna use this for 2b. Like in 2b you have a function that is in the fraction form, and numerator contains x and denominator also contains x. Okay, so you're gonna use quotient rule. So let's write the quotient rule here. So you're gonna see this as u and this as v. Okay? Karena pakai warna lain ya. Next, so the y prime will follow u prime v minus u v prime over by v square. So we're gonna follow this u prime. So this will be 6x square. That's all, right? Minus 0. And then times v. V is just simply 3x square from here. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me start again, yeah. Or okay, let me count u prime first. U prime will be 2 times 3x to the 2, right? So then this will be equals 6x squared. Well, the v prime is 3 times x to the square. That's all, right? So then we can do it here. U prime is just simply 6x square plus 3 itu kalau nggak ada x-nya 0 kan. So it's like, for example, you have p equals x cubed plus 3. So 3 is x to the 0, right? X to the 0. So v prime equal to, the coefficient is 1 times 3x squared plus 3 times 0, and then this will be just nothing, yeah? There's no this. Or I cannot say it's minus 1, but it's just simply, if it is 0, then everything will be 0. Okay, got it for this one. So let me remove all of this. So like u prime times v, your v is simply x cubed plus 3 minus by u is 2x cubed minus 5 times v prime. Your v prime is only 3x squared over by
Itu apa Pak? Sing 2x 3 banding itu.
u
Oh,
plus 3 square.
Walah.
Okay,
Paham.
good. So then this will be simply 6x
Pak, sing
5.
masih dibuat berarti.
Sorry?
Sing ini itu masih jadi lo bawah terus dibuat.
Iya, ngikutin ini. Ya.
Ada cara lain lagi coba.
And then this will be plus 18x squared. Well, this one will be minus 6x5, and this will be positive 15x squared, right? Over by, x cubed plus 3 squared. So this will be cancelled. So the remaining just 33x squared. To see. So you have y This one is x squared plus x minus 2 over by x squared minus x minus 2. So the y prime will be u prime v. So our u prime is 2x plus 1 times v. This is our v minus by u v prime over by v square. Okay, so this will be 2x cubed minus 2x squared minus 4x plus x squared minus x minus 2. And then minus by this, right? Be careful for this. I suggest you to put the bracket first. Be careful with the negative here, because the negative here is applied for all the terms here. So just put the bracket first to be safe. So then this will be this will be 2x cubed minus x squared plus 2x squared minus x minus 4x and plus 2. Over by so let's take a look which one that we can cancel. 2x cubed we can cancel, and then okay, for the x squared what we have, negative 2, so it becomes negative 1 plus 1, so it becomes 0, negative 2x squared. And then for dx, negative 4, negative 5, negative 4,
1x because of x,
it's a 0, yeah? So it's cancelled. And then, yeah, negative 2, yes, so it will be negative 4 over by,
itu enggak apa jawaban
for 2D, we're gonna do combo, yeah? We're gonna do combo words. We have multiplication rule and we also have chain rule here. Yes, so 2D y equals 2x minus 3 cube and 2 minus x 4, right? So, sorry? Yes, yeah. So u is kadang lucu aku ini. 2x minus 3 cube. Yeah. But before that, we try to define the u prime by using chain rule. Pakai chain rule. Oh, ya bisa kalau kasus ini. Tapi harus di-expand pangkat 3. Lebih repot.
Pak, berarti itu 6 dalam kurung.
So this will be 3 dah. 3 2x minus 3 to the 2 times with 2. So it becomes 6 2x minus 3 square.
Bisa gitu.
Ya.
Pak, dua dari mana dua?
Begini.
Turunan dalam.
Ya turunan dalamnya.
Dalamnya
5.
Berarti dari 15.
Jadi gini, kamu ngelihatnya ini seperti x pangkat 3. Kalau x pangkat 3 kan 3x kuadrat. Tapi ternyata bukan x pangkat 3, ini bukan x kan? Nah, kalau ini bukan x, maka kamu harus kalikan dengan derivatif dari yang tadi kamu anggap x tadi.
Kalau di dalamnya x kuadrat.
Di dalamnya x kuadrat berarti dikali 2x. Ya, intinya dikali turunan yang merah ini. Yang merah ini adalah sesuatu yang kita anggap sebagai x dulu. Ya kan? Fake x kita, ya. And then let's take a look V. Our V is also the same thing. We have the fake X. So 2 minus X is the fake X. So what we do for V prime is for the fake X. Oh, sorry. Of 2 minus X to the 3.
Kak Willy lu kuliah apa, Pak?
And then times with negative 1.
Pak Willy kuliah apa?
Chemical engineering.
S1.
Yes.
S2.
Business?
Bisa.
Hah?
Bisa beda.
Saya cut dulu. Okay, so this will be negative 4 times 2 minus x cubed. Okay, now we're gonna use this multiplication rule in which we have u prime v plus u v prime. So we're gonna apply that. U prime, our u prime is this one, 6.
Pak, apakah saya yang perfect banget, Pak?
Karena ini multiplication, ini u times v. Kan y equals u times v saja, bukan u over v. Kalau pembagian baru pakai yang per dan ininya minus. Okay, so this one is u prime v. V is still the same. Plus u. Our u is 2x minus 3 cube. V prime. Our v prime. Our v prime is this one. So try to simplify this. Start with, we have 6. 2x minus 3 square. 2 minus x 4. Well, this one is negative 4 times
Pak, itu ada sekolah di mana, Pak?
Setuju? Setuju?
Ya setuju Pak.
Dari mana tadi?
Karena dikali. Ini yang ini. Ini pangkat 3 dikali min 4 dikali ini pangkat 3. Berarti min 4-nya saya taruh depan nggak apa-apa toh? Ini. Sekarang ikutin ini. U prime V plus UV. Okay. And then you see they are divided into two big terms and they share the same thing. They share the same thing. So we can factorize to simplify. So let's factorize the same thing. What we have the same is 2x minus 3 square and 2 minus x cubed. Okay. The remaining is 6 times 2 minus x minus 4 times 2x minus 3. So this will be 2x minus 3 square, 2 minus x cubed, 12 minus 6x minus 8x plus 12. So that it will be simpler. Okay, it become 24. Sorry, 24 minus 14, yeah. So this is the final answer.